Discover the truth. Instead of lying. Discover the truth. Oh, they lie. Better know who you are. Discover the truth. 'Cause the truth don't change. No, the truth don't change. It remains the same. Better know who you are. Discover the truth.
What's all this talk about being black and Indian? I'm half this, half that, you must be kidding. Original, we the first to do it. And all these other nations are just our children. Even the pale skin was made in our image. Read the book of Ruth and check out your lineage. It's the melanin that gives us a dark complexion. That's a gene, no color separation. The Willie Lynch let it work to perfection. 2000 something and y'all still guessing. Don't know your nationality or your family tree, 'cause you refuse to listen to the prophet you are lead. So I put it in a rap to a mad production. So while your head bobbing, you can start to learning something. A great importance, there's so much to learn. Rewind and track and soak it in, knowledge is born.
Better know who you are. Discover the truth. 'Cause the truth don't change. No, the truth don't change. It remains the same.
You better know who you are. You better discover the truth. Salutations, people. Once again, you are tuned in to the best station in the nation. This is TV33 WHPR, and you are locked in to the Think Tank Show right here at TV33 WHPR, Comcast 91, the Roku Box, Google TV, Amazon TV, Facebook Live, etc., etc., etc. I am your host, Brother Bay, and once again, we are back. I'm so grateful to be able to do this particular program today because, you know, brother been missing in action for about a week, man. I'm under the weather. Prophet Noble Drew Ali birthday celebration. You know, this is a holy week for us. And supporting the Temple Number 5, the members are supporting the Temple Number 5. We sent out our greetings to everybody who is observing this holy week, starting from January the 8th all the way up until January the 15th, which is our Moorish New Year. January the 8th is our Holy Divine Prophet Noble Drew Ali's birthday, and we are grateful to have had such a spirit manifest here on this earth plane to bring us something that can redeem us, save us, if we apply it to ourselves and our daily lives. Prophet Noble Drew Ali once again was born in the state of 1886 in the state of North Carolina, January the 8th. And Prophet Noble Drew Ali was born under the name of Timothy Drew. And we later know him today as being Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the Egyptian adapt. Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought us something that is considered to be the Egyptian mystery system, the great Kemetic mystery system. And we know that great Kemetic mystery system to be Islamism. A lot of people believe that Islam is an Arabic religion. And what people need to understand is that the same schools that Prophet Muhammad went to as far as receiving his divine right as a prophet and being prepared to bring the people a system that can restore them back to their spiritual connection as being ones who submit to the will of Allah, God. You know, we refer to the great God of the universe at times as being Allah, but the great God of the universe is all. It is everything. And men, women, when we say man, we're not excluding women, because the woman is the womb of the man, and that is the actual. Actually, I'm joined here with my brother, brother Zobe. You know, one of our Vanguard Muftis of supporting the Temple Number 5, and we got together today. The brother You know, I had to go pick him up from the gym. You know, brother, he's a boxer. You know what I mean? And he was feeling some type of way because he had an opportunity to get in the ring and get it in. But yeah, Prophet Noble Drew Ali is definitely someone who brought us something that we can use. He said he brought you everything it takes to save a nation. Now take it and save yourself. I apologize for not having Prophet Noble Drew Ali's backdrop up. I was moving a little bit late today, and I got in and I wasn't able to organize everything like it needed to be. But the backdrop that you see right there is the backdrop of Detroit. And Detroit, you know, Chicago is our new Mecca. But, you know, when you study the history about Mecca and Muhammad and Medina, then you know that there is also a Medina. And we refer to Detroit as being our Medina, a modern day Medina of the day. And when you study the history of Prophet Muhammad, you'll know what Prophet Muhammad went to and what he did in his travels and the significance between Mecca and Medina. And basically the same significance lies with Chicago and Detroit, Mecca and Medina of the West for the Moors. But I'm grateful to, oh, there we go. Y'all see Prophet Noble Drew Ali right there? No, right here. Right here. That's Holy and Divine Prophet Noble Drew Ali. We got our brother, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and we got our brother, Marcus Moselle Garvey, who is the forerunner of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. A lot of y'all that's on Facebook Live, y'all can't see it because y'all witnessing the green screen. And the green screen doesn't depict the images that we need for y'all to see on Facebook, but it does on live television. For those of you who are watching us via Facebook Live, you can tune into us at TV33WHPR.com. You can go to your Roku box if you have one, and you can also download the free WHPR phone app straight to your phone and watch us. But you can also call in and participate in this broadcasting at 313-868-0342, and that's 313-868-0351 and 313-868-4336. Those of you on Facebook who are not able to see the numbers that's pulled up on the television screen that everybody else is seeing. But once again, today, you know, I joined with my brother Ridley Bey, you know, and I'm grateful to have the brother here, and I want to say welcome to the brother, you know, for being here, and thank you for coming. This is your first time actually having the opportunity to be on Tell Truth Vision. You know, all that other stuff is Tell Lies and Vision. Right. Well, we telling truth and vision today. So we want to say thank you for taking the time out, you know, to come out here and be with us after you had that extraneous workout and sparring session today at the gym. So what's going on, brother? How you feeling, bro? And welcome back to society.
Feel good, man.
You feel good? You're going to have to speak up, and you're going to have to speak into the microphone.
I feel great.
Now, how can a brother that's a rapper be shy? How can a brother that's a rapper have a low voice? He knows how to work a microphone. But, you know, what's going on with you, man, and Prophet Noble Drew Ali? How did Prophet Noble Drew Ali affect you in your life?
Got me through the storm. You know, woke me up, changed my life dramatically.
Yeah.
Taught me how to be a man.
Yeah.
You know, taught me how to study self.
Sounds like Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Sounds like you reading from the same book that we are reading from. You know, he definitely taught us how to be men. He definitely taught us how to be upright, independent, and fearless. He definitely taught our sisters how to be women. And he brought us our dress. He brought us our address, which is Moore Science Temple of America. And a lot of brothers and sisters that has been tuning in to us on via Facebook, stuff like that. I've been asking a lot of questions about, you know, is there one more Science Temple of America, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And everybody been having a lot of different dialogues, and they've been having a lot of different things to say in that dialogue. And one of the things that I found unique is, or I found interesting is that many of us are so spread it out and to different leaderships and brothers and sisters whom we choose to place to what we consider to be sovereign power, to be our leaders, to lead us. And the thing that I enjoyed the most about Prophet Noble Drew Ali's birthday is that when we was able to go down to the Rooster Tail and we was able to come back to Highland Park when we went to Nandi's Knowledge Cafe, we had a lot of brothers and sisters that accepted us with warm, welcome arms. Down at the Rooster Tail, you had Temple number 4, Temple 25, Temple 19, Temple 20. You had Temple 43. And you even had us of subordinate Temple number 5. We was able to go down there, and it was so celebratory and joyous at that particular hour. And I was grateful that we was able to feel those brothers and sisters, and they was able to feel us. But the thing that I love the most about the ending of that day is we had so many brothers and sisters from different temples that came out and celebrated with us, danced, ate, drunk punch and water and stuff like that. And we had a joyous time. We had a great time, a good time. And it was no you following the wrong leader or you ain't with the real Moorish Science Temple of America. It was none of that. But these are the things that we have a tendency at times to allow us to distract us from the most important thing, and that's Allah, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And on his day and on this week, it's none of that. It's strictly love and unity amongst our people and for our people. And people who don't know who Noble Drew Ali is, he's somebody that you definitely need to research. You need to research, Google Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And you will find that this particular brother was able to accomplish some things in the 20s that brothers and sisters not even accomplishing today in 2018. Marcus Maziel Garvey, this particular brother, he had his own ship line. We was doing big business back then. And you talking about in a time where we wasn't even 100 years from chattel slavery. You talking in the 1920s, when racism was at a all-time overt system that we experience. Racism today is a little bit covert and a little bit overt. It's like a little 50-50 or 60-40 type of thing. But racism still exists. But one of the things that was unique about Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and the reason why we say he is an angel to us who was sent to bring us the everlasting gospel of Allah, is because he brought us back our heritage, our lost estate, our religion, our spirituality. And he let us know that we're not Negroes, we're not colors, we're not black people, we're not coon, shine, niggas. All these were things that was titles and that was given to us and placed on us during the period of chattel slavery. And a lot of us, we still cling to these particular names, but he wanted us to understand that we was Moorish Americans, that we are descendants of the same people that went into Europe and educated Europe from 711 to 1492. We're talking about, we took them the sewer system. We paved the streets, street lights. We took them universities. We took them medicine. We took them science, astrology, astronomy. We took Europe, all of that. And it didn't start when the Moors went into Europe in 711, but 711 was a milestone event when the Moors went off into Europe, and we stayed there from 711 to 1492. And what people have to understand is that the Moors are not Arabs, but the Arabs are actually Moors. People who, I'm not talking about pale skinned, blonde haired, blue eyed people who practice Arab culture. We're talking about the dark olive hue people who consider themselves to be Arabs, are actually of Moorish descent. Even when you go to the Empire of Morocco, and you look at the Sultans, and you look at all of the empires of Africa, northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa, etc. And when you go off into Saudi Arabia and you look at the Saudi family and you look at their bloodline, you will realize that those are dark complected people. And these dark complected people are descendants of the ancient Moabites whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa, went off into what is known today to be the Middle East, and formed civilizations there as well. And that's why it was so important for the Europeans, in my humble opinion, to strip us from our nationality, our heritage, and our birthright. Because when you strip people from their nationality, their heritage, and their birthright, if you don't know who you are, you don't know what belongs to you. You don't know where you come from. And in the process of not knowing what belongs to you and who you are and where you come from, you're not going to claim that. And this was the thing. This was the major thing that Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought to us. He said, proclaim your nationality. With us, you must proclaim your nationality. Now, you should think about it, or you should wonder if it's cool. But once you are with us, you must proclaim your nationality. And once you proclaim your nationality, you must learn who your ancient forefathers were, because who they are, you are today without a doubt or contradiction. No one can change man's national or natural descent nature unless his or her power extend beyond the great universal Allah himself. And you can't do that. But when you have knocked the people in the head, and they have amnesia, because this is what we have. We have amnesia, and some brothers and sisters just have selective memory. You know, they will stand on the things that's conducive to them to stand on at the particular time that they're standing on it, or what it is that they're trying to get accomplished. And most brothers and sisters, we'll teach the truth in the church, we'll teach the truth in the synagogue, we'll teach the truth, where have you. But when it comes down to the truth of who you are and your nationality, the only place that you know of that is actually going to give you your rightful heir or your rightful heritage back to you and your nationality is the Moorish Science Temple of America. And I don't care where the Moorish Science Temple of America is, whether it be in California, Detroit, New York, Virginia, wherever it may be. If you have a Moorish Science Temple of America in your state, you need to try to get to that particular institution known as the Moorish Science Temple of America and proclaim your nationality. See, what makes us unique as a people? See, people talk about the so-called European Jewish Holocaust. I'm talking about people who practice Judaism who come out of the country of Europe. That particular continent over there that we know to be Europe, or that portion of the continent that we know to be today to be Europe, the people who was in Germany and was in Russia and in France and stuff like that, these pale complected people who practice Judaism today and was practicing it then are not the original Jews. Now, this is not anti-Semitic. Now, anybody that wants to call me anti-Semitic, I want you to think about something before you open your mouth and you say this. How can I be anti-Semitic when I'm the original Semitic people? When the original Semitic people look like me, I can't be anti-me. But if you are somebody who practiced something or the system that was given to you from us and by us, because you know Moses, he had to go up there in the Caucasoid Mountains and he had to civilize them people as well. And this is how those people in Europe received Judaism. They were so barbaric at that particular hour, and we're not speaking radical. We're talking metaphorically and we're talking literally. But they were so barbaric at that particular hour that even at the time of Moses having to sleep when he was in the Caucasoid Mountains, he had to build a ring of fire around him.
That's right.
And his soldiers, so that they would be able to rest peacefully. Okay. You know, and anybody that would try to invade that particular realm would be burnt up. Our people are the original Semitic people. So anytime you hear people talking about Farrakhan is anti-Semitic, the Moors are anti-Semitic, or the Hebrew Israelites is anti-Semitic, or anybody that look like me is anti-Semitic, that's an oxymoron. Because I can't be anti-me when I am the original Semitic people. You know. So let's not forget that. But when we talk about our nationality, our nation, and our heritage, understand that everybody wants to be you, but you don't even want to be yourself. And this is something that Prophet Noble Drew Ali was bringing us. This is a holy week for us, the Moorish Americans. Temple 25, Temple number 4, supporting Temple number 5, Temple 43, Temple 19, Temple 20, all the temples here in the state of Michigan. We are observing this holy week because it's the birth week of our holy divine prophet, Noble Drew Ali, who is an angel to us, who was sent to bring us the everlasting gospel of Allah. We got a call. I'm going to take this call. Caller, you on the air with the Think Tank Show. Please state your name and what city you are calling from.
Hey, my name is Lisa. Lisa from the D.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, how you doing, brothers?
All right.
How could you tell me something about the Louisiana territory of the Moors?
You want me to tell you something about the Louisiana territory of the Moors?
Yes.
Okay. I will definitely do my best to give you some information that might be able to feed you. But you say you are in the city of Detroit, correct?
Yes. Can I ask you a question, please?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I thought that was your question. I apologize.
I have some more. I'm studying, and I get a lot of information. So when I tell them I'm studying about the Moors, the people say that I'm worshiping or studying the Moors that helped to enslave us, like with George Washington. So they said that they telling me that the Moors helped George Washington navigate the land here, and that's how, and they flipped it on the treaties and all that. That's how we become enslaved. And I want to, can you give me information on it? Because people's like, they said I'm wrong. And
okay,
and
well, hold on. Let's deal with it. You don't have to hang up. Don't rush to hang up because I want to try to answer your questions that you have and give you as much clarity as possible. You are saying that people said that the Moors that you study with are the Moors who sold their people out.
Right, with George Washington.
With George Washington.
Right.
Well, let me say this right here, that according to the teachings of our holy divine prophet Noble Drew Ali, every nation has suffered slavery due to the fact that they honor not the creed and principles of their forefathers and foremothers. Right. And the things that anchors us to that truth is we started indulging or delving off into what is called the lower self, which is hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything that harms. We don't have a clean and squeaky hand as Moors, as a people. We don't. I will not say that you didn't have Asiatics who were Moors at the time that didn't sell off their people. I'm not going to say that that didn't happen. But what I'm going to say is that corruption is something that it's not something that's new. You know, it happened. But that doesn't negate the fact that this is still our heritage. This is still our religion. This is our creed. Right. What man did does not reflect, like, let's say, for instance, the Moorish Science Temple of America is perfect. It's right and exact. Nothing is wrong, corrupt, nothing about the Moorish Science Temple of America. But yet when you have men who have corrupt ideas, because man ideas is God. And as man unfolds, his or her God will unfold to you. The more you study a man or you study a woman, you will understand exactly who their Allah is through their word, actions, and deeds. Now, just because we are taught we have two selves. We have a higher self and we have a lower self. The higher self is the harmonies of life. It's the mother of virtues, the harmonies of life. It breathes like justice, mercy, love, and right. And then the lower self it breeds hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, and everything that harms. So for people to say that your people sold you into slavery, I can't say that you didn't have brothers and sisters that didn't capitalize off of selling human beings. I'm not going to say that. But just because that happened does not necessarily mean that you're not supposed to study what's yours. Yeah, we don't have a squeaky clean history as a people, but we also got to understand that what goes around comes around. What we put in the universe eventually has to come back to us. So I'm going to say this. We were not the first people that was enslaved in this battle or this war that's been going on between us and the pale-skinned nations of Europe and the Asiatics that we know to be Moors and northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. That's not something that's new to us. So the very same thing that's jumping off today in the hood, when you got Pookie, you got JoJo, and you got all these other brothers and sisters that's out there pushing poison into the community that's given to them by Europeans, that was given to them by the CIA, that was given to them by the FBI, they allowed themselves to say, okay, let me get this money, and I'm going to sell this poison to my people. So the very same people that's pointing the finger at the Moors, the Muslims of old, they're doing the very same thing today. It's nothing new under the sun. So you're not studying something or around people that is at the point where we actually sold our people today. But what happened 500 years ago is something that it's a part of our history. It's a part of who we are as a people. And only thing that we can do is embrace our truth. And when we embrace our truth, then we will always understand that, yeah, some things happen. It did happen. I'm not even going to say that it didn't happen. But what I'm going to say is never allow that to, you can say that the same thing with Christianity. You can say the same thing with other religious systems is out there that brothers and sisters from Africa, you know, they was taken over. You know, it was a coup d'etat. They laid down. A lot of things happened, and a lot of people made deals with people they shouldn't have made deals with. You know, you had a lot of brothers and sisters that made deals with Constantine. As a matter of fact, a lot of people don't understand that there were brothers and sisters that was, you have brothers that was Moors that was actually the head of the church. You actually have brothers and sisters, their bloodline was in the royal families of Europe. You know, you have Sister Sophia Ill, who was the Queen of England at that particular time, who was a dark-skinned Asiatic Moor. So our history is rooted from the higher self and the lower self. But a person who can take, I'm going to tell you something about our people. If you can find 5 things in error about me, or you can find 5 things that you can use to talk bad about me, then I want you to take that same energy, that same mind, and that same thinking, and I want you to find 5 things that you can say good about me. If you don't want to say anything good about me, it's because you choose not to. Because if you look for the good in a person, you're going to find it. Just like if you look for the bad in a person, you'll find it. If you look for the good in a nation of people, you will find it. But if you look for evil in a nation of people, you will find it as well. It's on you or the, see, be cautious of where you get the information from. You know, depending on who you listening to talking about me, they might have a lot of terrible things to say about me. You see what I mean? But that's their choice. They choose, because it's not in man's will to do good or evil entirely. We work with what we have, and we do the things that we do as a people, and we have done some things to our people. But at the same time, that has nothing to do with an angel who came to send us the everlasting gospel of Allah, and his name is Prophet Noble Drew Ali. So I'm not going to say that it didn't happen. That I would be foolish to say that some of our brothers and sisters wasn't involved in making commerce off the transatlantic slave trade, which at the same time was beneficial to them, but it wasn't to those who were sold into slavery. I'm not even going to make an excuse. But the Moors are not a European people, nor are we people who follow a European doctrine. As a matter of fact, when we go to your question about the Moors in Louisiana, you're talking about the ancient mound builders. You're talking about the people who were, you're talking about like the Tunica, the Washita, Chickasaw, Choctaw, the Seminole, Blackfoot, I mean, et cetera, et cetera. What we need to always understand is that not all of us was brought over here on slave ships. A lot of us, we had our own ships, and we've been over here for thousands of years. When you go down into Central America and South America, Mexico, etc., you'll see pyramids that we built. When you'll see statue heads of us as a people that's still sitting down there that they know it to be today as the Olmecs. Some brothers and sisters recognize the Olmecs to be the actual ancient Phoenicians. The seafaring Moors, the ones who navigated, traversed the oceans. You know, back in those days, we knew when it was a current that would take us from Africa straight to the Western Hemisphere down in South America and Central America, and when that same current will reverse and take us right back to Africa. We did trades with surrounding kingdoms. We did these things. Not only did we dredge the Nile and the Niger River and what is known today to be the continent of Africa, we also dredged similar things over here in the Western Hemisphere, what we know today to be the Great Nile and the Great Niger of the West, and we call them to be the Mississippi River and the Missouri River. You know, so it's a lot, a part of our history that we just don't know. And that's because the winners of the war are the ones who write the history. Why would I beat you down, take your nation captive, and then turn around and allow you to write your history? Because within your history lies your freedom, lies your truth. But when somebody else writes your history, it lies their freedom based on their truth. And their truth is a damn lie.
Yeah.
You follow me, sister?
Can I ask you this? I'm reading this paper right here, the Moors Order of the Round Table, and I was looking at Napoleon Bonaparte. I thought Bonaparte was the queen, but it's Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte. You're talking about that little short dude, the homosexual guy that went over there into Europe. And I mean, went over to Africa and was shooting the face off the Sphinx and stuff like that, and trying to, Napoleon Bonaparte, the little short homosexual boy from out of France. Ain't that who you talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about. I'm looking at it right here.
What about him?
No, I was just reading it right here. It said that Napoleon Bonaparte planned to establish a great Roman Empire, to say, in the Western Hemisphere, the weakened and fallen Moors Empire.
Well, Napoleon, you know, listen, let me explain something to you. Napoleon Bonaparte has something to do with, Napoleon Bonaparte got his butt whooped by Moors, the Haitians.
Right, okay.
The Haitians that's the reason why Haiti is in the position that it's in right now today, economically, politically, and socially with the world, because the Moors over in Haiti kicked France behind. They kicked France behind so much that they had to sell what territories that they had took over here to the United States of America.
Right. In
order for them to go back over into Europe and to fight the battle that they was having with England at that particular time. So understand this. Napoleon Bonaparte got his first good butt whooping by the Moors down in Haiti. France got tore out the frame messing with them brothers and sisters in Haiti.
Right.
So remember that. So pay attention to where you getting your history from. If you allow the people that has a vendetta against you to tell you about your history, then you allowing somebody to indoctrinate you with something that's going to make them look great every time. But the truth of the matter is, Napoleon Bonaparte was a little short homosexual guy that actually ruled an army, you know, and he did his thing. for them. But
Okay.
you know, this has nothing to do with me bashing homosexuals. This has nothing to do
Right.
with me
Right.
want to say homosexuals is evil or none of that. I'm just giving you what's real about this chump.
It is what it is. That's not.
You know, so
Yeah.
the history, it is what it is. You know, you
Mhm.
can't change it, but it depends on where you getting your lessons from. It's gonna reflect what degree of truth they want to give it to you.
Right.
We gonna give you 360 degrees of truth.
Mhm.
You know, dealing with the Moorish Science Temple of America here at Subordinate Temple number 5. Now, I don't know, sister, if you would like to come study with us.
Mhm.
I don't know if you would like to come become a member of this particular Moorish Science Temple of America, or you would like to be with other brothers and sisters. But I would tell you this.
Uh-huh.
It's imperative that you find a temple and you get in it.
Okay.
And it's important that you do that, because just like with Noah, you know, the ark is built and you can still get in, but it's going to come a day where an angel is going to come and take the key away. And ain't nobody going to be able to get in.
No.
So I'm just telling you, get in. But, you know, we down at
What's mine? Mine's, I mean, you know.
our temple.
Mhm.
Well, you know, we're going to be holding meeting periods at Nandi's Knowledge Cafe right here in Highland Park, Michigan, located at 71 Oakman, one block west of Hamilton.
Okay, you said 71 Oakman.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna, sister, I'm gonna tell you to hold on. You can stay
Okay.
locked in or what have you, because we want to take a commercial break, because we have been blessed to have our Grand Sheik for Subordinate Temple number 5. He's here and he's gonna be a part of this broadcast. So we're gonna take a small break. Matter of fact, we're gonna play a video. We're gonna play
Yeah, I like that.
Return of the
video you
Moors.
playing.
Huh?
I like that Moors video you playing.
Yeah, we about to play a video. We're gonna play a video for y'all. We're gonna play a video for y'all for some brothers from Temple 25, which is located on Grand River. It's called Return of the Moors. It's a good video. It's one of my favorites. You know, so we're gonna go ahead and play that for y'all. We're gonna go ahead and set things up for our Grand Sheik of Subordinate Temple number 5 to come in and be a part of this broadcast. Y'all keep it locked. You tuned into the Think Tank Show. This is the best station. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Before we go, the person that was calling, they call back. Listen, caller, call back when we come back from this quick video break. When you call back, we'll be able to get you in. No, sister, somebody else had called in. The phone lines was lighting up, and I was going to get them in here, but I'm just letting them know. Call back as soon as you see us come back from this video. So we're going to get our brother Freddie, who is the best engineer, you know, down here at TV 33 WHPR, to go ahead and take us to this quick video break, and we'll be right back with y'all. Go ahead, Freddie. Let's get it in.
I'm phased up, illuminated. I see you watching, I know you hate it. We done woke up, re-educated off of Jualis. Demonstrate a new nation, come of age. A long way high from them slavery days. Let my people in before we kick the dough. Had them up tees coming with the swords. We born more, reduce the black, lace my boots up, cause I ain't having that. Call me a citizen, no, I'm a national. King Kendrick Seal, they calling me a radical, cause I'm outside the box and I ain't looking in. I be my riff knocked out, gray shadowed in, Europeanized mindset hammered in. The great fall of the Moor man, I was on my square, on my 5, consciousness on overdrive, mind state on high, praise Allah that I'm alive, awake from the grave in the sea full of lies. I come to claim this mine, so step back, it's that time, it's the return of the Moors, return of the Moors, return of the Moors, it's the return of the Moors, return of the Moors, return of the Moors.
I rise above the murky features of the flesh. I give praises to Allah, cause every day I'm blessed. I'm being tested daily, living among the shady. At night I gotta pray, if not the streets will drive me crazy. I'm keeping things in a bounds of moderation. Being locked up taught me to practice patience. Every year I'm trying to see another more celebration. I once was in the dark, but now the light facing. I thank Parker Bay for all the faithful demonstrations. We know death is a friend, so ain't no escaping. Islam means peace. I'm surviving in these streets. Too many years in prison, so now I had to seek. I got a conflicted soul, but now my soul is meek. I got the gift, honest to Noble Drew Ali. He opened my eyes, so now I plainly see what the Moore Sign Temple strictly did for
On
me.
my square, on my five, consciousness on overdrive, mind state on high. Praise Allah that I'm alive, awake from the grave in the sea full of lies. I come to claim what's mine, so step back. It's that time, it's the return of the Moors, return of the Moors, return of the Moors. It's the return of the Moors, return of the Moors, return of the Moors. It's the return.
Ha ha! Salutations. Islam to all. We got a call on the line. I want to go ahead and take this call. But before we take the call, we're going to pile up the phone lines. But I want to introduce y'all to our beloved Grand Sheik, Sheik Rogers L. Grand Sheik of Subordinate Temple number 5. Islam, brother, how you doing?
Islam. Praise Allah. I'm grateful for being here. And it's a blessing to get this thing going and let people know that we are here. And Subordinate Temple number 5 will be interacting with the community. We'll be conducting a lot of things, so be prepared because we're going to be announcing some things that's going to take place with our community here. We're the home state, and we don't want nobody to be stateless. This is why you must proclaim your nationality. Without your nationality, you are a stateless people.
Islam, praise Allah. Caller, you on the air with the Think Tank Show. Please state your name, where you calling from. Caller, we talking to you. Caller.
Yes, hello?
Yes, you still there, sister?
Yeah, this is Lisa.
Oh, hold on, I'm lock you in.
And
Uh-oh.
I'm calling
Islam.
Islam, brother. It's that certain style, Ashu Alegba. Okay? I'm trying to communicate with you, young man. And
Oh. Please call back, caller. I made a mistake and cut you off. No, I made a mistake and cut the caller off that was just on the line. Please call back, brother. That was my fault. I was working these phone lines and I hit the wrong button and I cut you off. I really apologize for doing that, brother. Just call me right back and we'll get you right back on the air, man. That was my fault. I apologize. I think that's you. Brother, that's you? You back? Hello, caller.
Good evening. Can you guys hear me?
How you doing, sister? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, this is Sylvia. I'm in Detroit. I'm enjoying your show. I just tuned in, and I like what the brother just said about being stateless because a lot of people are awarded to the state, and they don't know how they're being enslaved. And thank you for the information, and I'll tune in further to hear how more of us can understand how to become who we're supposed to be and who we really are. Thank you.
You're welcome, sister. You're more than welcome. We appreciate your call. Thank you for calling in. Yes, Sister Lisa, this you?
Yeah, this is.
How you doing, sister? You still hanging in there with us, huh?
Yeah, I'm still with your brother.
I had cut a brother off. He was talking, and I cut him off by accident, brother. It was not intentional. I made a mistake, and I apologize. So if you're listening to us right now, brother, you can call back. The call-in lines for those who are on Facebook Live are 313, which is the area code, 868-0342, 313, the area code, 868-0351, 313, the area code, 868-4336. And you can call in. We got a caller. Caller, you on the air with the Think Tank Show. Please state your name and what city you calling from.
Okay, it's me again.
I apologize for cutting you off, brother. Thanks for calling back.
It's completely okay. You know what's happening is the edification of both me and you, sir. I am your elder, but let me tell you about one of the greatest Moors that ever lived. He's still right here in this city. And for the future reference, the Moors that really love him, that don't know exactly where he is, he's located on Grand River and McGraw. That great man is my friend.
What's his name?
The Kufuor Bay.
Say his name again.
Kufuor, baby.
Brother Fuqua
I
Bay.
just said his name. Let me complete a sentence now.
Okay.
Let me complete a sentence, young man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. This gentleman has made history at this station. He had the first Moorish program on TV 33, and he told the truth. He blew Hodo out of the water. Hodo was talking crazy about you can buy your sovereignty. That brother came on TV and said, if by virtue of you being born in America, you are sovereign. True or false?
What?
The
What is?
last lady that called you.
You asked me, is it true? You asked me, is something true or false? Was you asking me a question?
I said that, no, sir, please listen. What I'm saying is by virtue of being born in America, you're sovereign. And you learn that when you go outside of this country. I'm a martial arts instructor. My title is Grandmaster Narmir Kensei Herbak. Narmir is one of the first kings, rulers, that helped to merge Upper and Lower Kush, Kemet, Akiva Line, Wabab, Lubab, whatever they want to call that area.
Well, let me say this to you, brother. My time is
There you
limited,
go.
and I definitely appreciate you calling in and sharing that. We only got maybe like 10 more minutes left for this
Well,
programming.
Can I get another minute? Can I get one more minute?
Sure, brother.
You giving it to me?
Yes, sir.
Those two gentlemen, those Moors, great scholars, standing on the outside of George Washington, it commemorates the Bays giving up the beach to those devils, the Knights of the Round Table. And the L's are mad because they wanted to be incorporated too. Now, to be incorporated into the United States doesn't mean a damn thing, but you are proud to be a United States citizen. The truth just needs to be told. This is what I've been told, right? You spoke about Louisiana. I've been trying to call y'all from Lafayette, Louisiana, because I am a Washita, bro. I got them big-ass eyes and a good hair, just like that gentleman to your left. Look to your left. That'll be Marcus Garvey. We need to be quiet and let our women speak, because the dark-skinned and Moors ravaged the planet. Let's go.
More, I don't mean to cut you off, but I definitely got to go. I have to go, brother. I have to cut you short.
Bro. You know what? Let me say this. I anticipate coming up to the studio and shaking your hand. But you got a bit of maturing to do.
Okay. Well, when I mature hold on, listen, brother. When I mature to your liking, come on up here and shake my hand, brother. You more than welcome. I appreciate your call, brother.
Not today.
Okay. Well, y'all, I just want to say this right here, man. Our time is limited, and we joined by our beloved Grand Sheik, and I wanted to give the brother opportunity to say whatever he needs to say. But I will say this right here: just because you born here in this nation, don't mean you sovereign. I don't know if Brother Fuqua Bay said it or not. I don't know if Brother Fuqua Bay shut Brother Hodo down or not. I don't know any of those things to be true. But what I will say is this right here: just because you born over here, don't make you sovereign. Just because somebody gave birth to you over here, you might be a granted privileged citizen because you was born over here and you protected in your unconscious state, but that don't make you sovereign. Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought you your sovereignty back as a Moorish American Muslim, because the Moorish Americans are a nation of people. And as a nation of people, we retain certain autonomy, we retain certain sovereignty, and we must exercise them rights given to us, our God-given rights given to us and protected under the laws of the Constitution of these United States of America, by how we walk, how we talk, how we act, and how we react. These are the things that make you sovereign. Just because you a nigga don't mean you sovereign because you was born in America. As a matter of fact, that make you even more so not sovereign because you clinging to names that dilute to slavery. So these are the things that we must get away from in order to proclaim what is rightfully ours, which is our nationality, and therein lies our sovereignty. But that don't mean we are not a part and parcel of this said government. That doesn't mean that. So let's not get it twisted. But understand that just because you got one part of the government that is the matrix, don't mean you don't have another part of the government that is your de jure standing. Brother GS, you got something you want to say? Because we short on time. We got maybe like 6 minutes left.
Well, that is correct. Because we got three forms that are in operation. We got the corporate, then we got the republic, and then we got the state. Islam. You know, the Moors, we do our best. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, you know, was born last Monday that just passed. And we celebrating all the way up until our Moorish New Year. You know, we have, you know, how many days in a year, people? And as some people going to say, 365.25. And I'm going to say, give them names. Name them. And I bet you only can name 7 of them. And it ain't going to be 365.25 names. It's only going to be 7 names. So there is 7 days in a science year. And from the day of Prophet Noble Drew Ali's birth, which is January the 8th, all the way into January the 15th, that is a science year. And therein marks our Moorish New Year. So this is the things that we must understand, and people need to know, well, why do we consider January the 15th to be our, don't the Japanese and the Chinese have their New Year? Why the Moors can't have their New Year? Why is it when we want something or we got something, it got to be off balance, but all these other nations, they got it, but it's all good, and they celebrate it. They be like, oh, the Chinese New Year and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, we screaming the Moorish New Year, January the 15th. And all this week is a holy week for us. Just like those brothers and sisters celebrated Kwanzaa, 7 days of celebratory events jumped off, we have the same thing today. And today is our holy day. So make your meeting somewhere. Go somewhere. Go where the Moors is at. All meetings ought to be open and closed promptly according to the Circle 7 in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And that's all I got to say on that note. So I'm going to ask the brothers here, do they have any closing remarks? One closing remark that I have, you want to come to Subordinate Temple number 5 because we're going to help you, Islam. We're going to help you set your nationality in order and in the pathway that it should be. Just proclaiming it, we want to even also go a step further by placing them documents within the state that you would be recognized as well. Islam.
So, sister, you want to link up with Subordinate Temple number 5?
Yes, I am.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if the GS want to give you his phone number right now, you can call him. Soon as you can call him in the next 5 minutes, and he'll pick up the phone. So, is you willing to do that? You willing to take the Grand Sheik's phone number down?
I'm ready.
All right.
That is 313-740-8875.
Could you repeat, please?
313-740-8875.
Okay, I'll call you 5 minutes.
And that's Brother Roderick L. Sheik Roderick L., the Grand Sheik of Subordinate Temple number 5.
Okay, I'll call you 5 minutes.
Okay, brother. Really, babe, you got any closing remarks?
I just want to say this one thing. Prophet left his footprint clearly cut. He gave you everything you need. Now take it and say it yourself, because can't nobody do it but you. You got to want it. It's right here. Islam.
Islam. Well, thank you, sister, for calling. All the callers that called in, I appreciate you. Moors, have a blessed week. And hopefully we'll see y'all at one of the events. Matter of fact, come up to Nandi's Knowledge Cafe Monday. And you live to see us up there, and you'll see how the Moors really get down. Then you'll realize where the swagger come from, because we gets it in. We know how to, but at the same time we know how to eat good too, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for me some of that fish Nandi be having. Oh my Lord, we went up there yesterday and had some fish jumping off yesterday. Oh my God, it was so good. Nandi's Knowledge Cafe 71
It'll be on the
opening.
15th.
Yeah, we'll be there on the 15th. We'll be there, Morris New Year. So y'all come on out and enjoy us and you know, hang out with us, man. I appreciate everybody that listen. You know, this is the Think Tank Show. Y'all tuned into the best station in the nation, WHPR, TV33 WHPR. And shout out to Brother R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler, Brother Freddie, R.J. Jr., Turbulence. You know, we run Detroit Radio. And shout out to every host here at TV33 WHPR, and I ask y'all to tune in to us next week, same place, same time, right here at the best station in your nation. And I'm your brother Bay, and we about to be out of here. Peace. Salutations. Yeah.
Peace, love, and law.
Better know who you are, discover the truth. Cause the truth don't change, no, the truth don't change, it remains the same. Better know who you are, discover the truth.
What's all this talk about being black and Indian? I'm half this, half that, you must be kidding. Original, we the first to do it. And all these other nations are just